युथ ऑफ GSBचे सकड विहारसांक स्वागत. एक अन्वर्थ नाम म्हण कस कन्नडांत कसं म्हळ्यार एक एग्जाम्पल प्रवीण म्हळ्यार कसं न्हय ताजे परिणीत और समथींग लायक एक्सपर्ट एक्सपिरियन्स्ड म्हणटा ती त्या अन्वर्थ नाम करेक्ट जालेले लायफांत एक एक्सपर्ट अँड एक्सपिरियन्स्ड एक्सलंट पर्सन म्हण येतं. वी हॅव प्रवीण कामत विथ अस. तुमका स्वागत सर.
Namaskar Lalita. Thank you very much and thank you Youth of GSB for calling me.
On a lighter note I want to ask, कोणी जो तुमका सान असताना तुगेलें नाव प्रवीण तूं प्रवीण जावो का वृत्तीन तूं विद्येन तूं पुरायन तूं प्रवीण जावो का म्हण कोणी जो आशीर्वाद दिलेलो की ह्या नाव घेवन
खंडित आशापुरो बट म्हाका म्हगेल मेमरीन तूं त्या विशय नातल्यार येता. म्हगेल ಕೆಲವು ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಮೈ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಮಾಗೇರಿ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಜಾವೋ ಅಂದ್ ಕೆನರಾ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎ ಫ್ಯಾಸಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಗಿವನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ शिकचे मात्र नाही प्रवीण म्हणलेलो एक मनुष्य थोडे पद आहे म्हणटा तबलो वाजीत कयतो म्हणलेलो एक विशय आशिल्लो. So every time when I went back to the stage, these teachers always encouraged and always realized some value from me as a student, academically and in terms of extracurricular activities.
Yeah. So Praveen, that word is anvarthanam mun avu surver palaitanta.
Thank you very much Lalita.
Yeah. Now the second thing, what is to me a accomplished a corporate executive to me, as well as a passionate educationist. I want to ask, what is the strength or what is the strong trait in you? Kasa tumgele ek very strong tumgele character which has taken you to such a high level? Kanche.
I think the biggest trait when you look at any artist, any actor, any sports personality, कसं म्हळ्यार तांगेले sincerity in terms of hard working nature. Many of us especially belong to this area have considerable amount of intellectual capability, IQ, EQ म्हणिता, social quotient म्हणिता. तसं आमगेले चेडवांत मस्त आसा because by nature I think we belong to a community which gives us this by design. Our DNAs are very, very powerful because of our ancestors. Having said that, what some of us lacked in terms of building the capability, hard work म्हणेल कश शिकरचे कोण आमी आयकॉन जावन आमगेले एद्रा दवरनो मुखार सुका म्हगेले बाप्पू जावो म्हगेले माम जावो शिनमा म्हणून म्हाका एक श्रीनिवास शणै म्हणून व्हडलो चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट मामू म्हगेलो आसा and he always behind my back he always told me one thing that वैरपा तूं शिक्को न्हू व्हड मनुष्य जावच्या पुरो बट ते शिकच्याक घालेले एफर्टच पळय which is more important. I want to know what is the effort went in when you studied. तशी म्हगेल आहा न्हू when he put me for he forced me to sit in concerts of the biggest of the legends in singing. He always told me वैरपा वचून ताळ वाजी तांगे लोटो मार्शी पैसून स्टेजारी slowly तांकां साथी दिवचे जातले दी तशीच तबली शिकयतना पांडुरंग नायक मामाला बापूसू तांणी म्हाका भारी एनकरेजमेंट दिले. बट एवरी वन हॅड वन थिंग इन कॉमन. दे सेड नॅचरल टॅलंट टेक्स यू टू अ लेवल but your attitude of working hard really takes you to the next level. I think I subserviently followed that kind of direction, guidance, encouragement, and I still follow in today's world. You look at any of the iconic figures in the world, I think one thing in common they have to tell you is sincerely putting your best in case effort to scale up in life. Hard work can't replace smart work. You can look smart by working hard.
That reminds me, कसं ना हार्ड वर्क बीट्स टॅलंट म्हणा केलो जाणां मनांत तसं आमी टॅलंटेड असले जाल्ले म्हणून तेन्ना हांव केन्नाय म्हणचें न्ही हार्ड वर्क बीट्स टॅलंट इफ टॅलंट डजंट वर्क हार्ड म्हणून टॅलंट आसून talent doesn't work hard, then it is of no use. So hard work at that time will beat talent. Tanimti kona doni ottast pala tentani bada successful.
Really brilliant. Why?
Tan bare talented asunu mak pure jatta malalna. That talent avatu hard work. And I think ta tumi kai kita ek talent ashile along with that you worked hard. That's really good.
Well, Lalita, I must admire that statement which you gave just now. I think many of our community children today, while they are extremely talented, I think their ability to put in the hard work today
म्हणत सर अनेक तुम्ही जनरल मॅनेजर दॅट इज HR हेड इन विप्रो ग्लोबल अचीवमेंट्स असं इंडिया इज व्हेरी रिच इन ह्युमन रिसोर्स HR म्हळ्यार ह्युमन रिसोर्स इंडियान खंडापटी ह्युमन रिसोर्स हांव म्हणचे बट पीपल आर नॉट व्हेरी रिसोर्सफूल कळवा तेन्ना वॉट इज होल्डिंग अस बॅक इन फॅक्ट ऑर एक ग्लोबल अचीवमेंटा पावची खातीर आमी खंय उणे आसा ती मे बी इज इट ओरेटर स्कील मॅनेजरियल ऑर मॅनेजमेंट स्कील उणे आसा की आमकां नेमकी केलो जाणां उल्लोचाक तांणी फॉरेन कंट्रीजांनी कशें उलयता पळय ते आमकां उणी की मॅनेजमेंट स्कील उणी की एटिट्यूड आमगेले पावना की खंय आमी आनी इम्प्रूव जावंक
It's a combination of factors which I think आमी focus करका एक कसं म्हळ्यार if you want to excel in any field you should not be taking a second priority and third priority. You should set your first priorities so well that you will put in your academic excellence in terms of तुगेल score जावो getting the right teachers to teach you jawo. Academic excellence is the base of the pudding. Konai sancha purana na tak natural talent asa tak math tanto 100 out of 100 melta. But academic excellence consistency from 10th standard to 12th standard to undergraduation, post graduation, PhD tai. Academic excellence एक base of the pudding mantava. Followed by your ability to understand the ecosystem around. Now, the ecosystem around Malari, tanto additional certification program jawa, professional as well as co-curricular certification programs. Magir ಕೆಲವು ಪುರೈ hobby projects ಮಾಡ್ತಾವ ಮಸ್ತ್ ಒಳ ಆಮ್ಗೆಲ್ ಚರಡುವಾಂಕ we do multiple items or we expose them to multiple gym hours yoga kar drawing kar maraya bhajane hours ek da item di karate shikam. But I think if our parents or the so called parents including us if we can identify 2 or 3 aligned area which can complement the personality rather than the societal norm. Society into charge and karate specialist but we don't invest our child's ability to do things in his or her own space. So that megale second line item of focus for our larger community. Konkani community jawo, Brahmin community jawo, Hindu community jawo, national community jawo.
Okay.
I think we should invest in identifying in which area the child want to invest his or her time beyond academics. Tanto reasonably good amount of time has to be spent. Put them to right kind of mentors, professionals, guides from the family, outside the family, in the community, in the society. Polo nami tanka tangele what to tang ghalche very very important. That's the second. And this concept I will build it back to our professional outlook. The third is amgel ability to nudge, build networking skills. If you look at some of the best in class actors and actresses, konal ki ave ek interview padita shilo there is nothing wrong in begging, borrowing work and building that relationship with the person who can eventually might give you work.
Yeah, got it.
Networking kasa malari, it can be through social media, at the social media, or it could be in person, or it could be through your social circles of your family or relatives and your friends circle. Tantu, who are those people who can help them articulate, help them guide in the space which he or she belongs to. Shamelessly, without feeling bad when the doors have been shut. You should network with people. I call networking is net worth building, actually.
Net worth.
Right. Wow. So that's the third. The fourth line item, Amgal Society, I think we should inculcate, which I saw very, very, very passionately from a Chinese universe or a universe of people from US. As an example, your ability to focus on application-based work or contribution. Practical. Theoretical framework is important, but having done that practice anta harchikashi, takao kasa karka, konala uloka, mindset megal kashi change karka to get something in application-based world. Kai megal talent use jatta. Take mindset ami prepare karka. Of course, the highest hierarchy into highest need kasa your ability to present, your ability to communicate, ability to articulate, your ability to have difficult conversation, your ability to have negotiations and convincing skills. I think agnostic of your rank, your background, your hierarchy, I think you should always sharpen those skills. And let me tell you, being in corporate, communication jao, articulation jao, presentations jao skills, it is agnostic of which level you belong to. Each level anto touch intensity requirement change jatta. So it is not that when you are in the lowest, when you are in the lowest of the hierarchy in an organization setup. They're important. Even after that, at it's every stage, important. Very, 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 very important. Aaj ek teacher Ashapura, she might join as a lecturer and then she becomes assistant professor.
And then principal
dean, director, chairman, Chapura, entire education. The hierarchy of needs of you presenting a view, articulating a view, storytelling ability keeps changing. I think these are 4 or 5 elements. If you can sharpen it from time to time, be mindful of practicing them on a regular basis. Online, offline, social media, otherwise, forums, small, big. I think we should leverage, and ek megal requirement amgel chardoan bitarika samalari. They have to be extremely selfish to do it. May not be capable, may not be having the ideas of what you can do and how you can do. But you can certainly leverage your ecosystem. And really scale yourself up.
Right, very good. Well said. Sir, Konkani community. हांव लेखचे प्रकार आमी पळय तुमी ऑलरेडी सांगले आमगेले DNA तसो म्हण आमी चतुर लोक very smart we are. Whatever we do, we are doing it in a very nice way. But only thing is that India nimgele something related only. Konkani Janat, stars of GSB म्हण हांनी कोरू सुरू करतरी. Many people came to know about all these खंयची field अंत आमी आसती म्हण. जाल्यार आनीक आमगेल चतुराई or what smartness, what practical things we are able to do, मस्त जण ह्या लेवला येवका आशिल्ले. ते इत्याक आनी कसं कोंकणी चेडवान आतां येवची जनरेशनान आनी काही हाय लेवलार मेगेल निमगेला री हांव लेखचें कसं गोत्सा आमी ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ लिस्ट सॅटिस्फायड पीपल एक अंगडी एक अंगडी आसा त्या एक लायक केल्लें जालें ताजे नंतर ताज्या वयर आमी आलोचना करना ती तांतू भितरय आसता ते आमगेले एक एरिया एक ग्रावंड त्या एक आमी सेट केलेले निमती मस्त भायर येवन आमी करनात की खंयची न्हू वॉट कोंकणी जनान आनीकय मस्त इता म्हळ्यार आमकां एज यू सेड आमकां एक पेडिग्री आसा कळ्ळें आमगेले एक पेडिग्री प्रकार कसं कोर येता कोंकणी चेडवान
भारी छान क्वेश्चन म्हाका मस्त वेळ रियलायज जाता मंगळूर आयिल्ले टायमारी मागीर गांवां गेलेले टायमारी वेन आय इंटरॅक्ट विथ चिल्ड्रन बोथ फ्रॉम द नोन कॉलेजेस अँड सो कॉल्ड न्यू कॉलेजेस वेर एवर आय गो एक कसं म्हळ्यार आमगेले कम्युनिटीक आय थिंक यू पिक्ड अप द रायट वर्ड भारी ओगी सॅटिस्फॅक्शन जाता आनी इतलें पुरो म्हळ्यार एक मनांत आसा But for some of those iconic figures, जावं bank जावं आतां आमी सुरू केलें हांगा, you have businesses जावं. आयच्या काळान तो आमगेले तसले टॅलंट आशिल्ले जनांक taking it global is actually easy.
Easy, that's what I said. It's very
whether
easy.
it is brain power, whether it is financial power, whether it is support from ecosystem where you all live, or it's a capability building exercise. You need a lot of good talented people to support you also. Pura amgela asa. I think without me being looking very rude, I think an element of lethargy has set in to look at value propositions beyond what he or she wants to achieve in life. ते सोडवा का म्हणून जाल्यारी मेगेल सजेशन कसं म्हळ्यार आमगेल forums and Youth of GSB is doing it beautifully well and I've seen this in the last 4 or 5 years ever since they created Youth of GSB. We are getting people to the limelight and telling people that there are iconic figures, there are iconic talents who are available for taking us to the next level. Complementing their effort, parents, forums, societies, various society, whether it is Lions, Rotary, amchigale community society, or amgale apartment society. Every one of us have to make a concentrated effort to bring in our best next talent and next set of leaders. By investing time, effort on a continual basis, करका म्हणो मेगेल एक रिक्वेस्ट तक्का जावको जाल्यार इकोसिस्टम देवा दयेन इंडियान तो आज आसा आमकां जाव तितले म्हळ्यार मस्त टायपार सपोर्टींग मस्त रितीन आमकां सपोर्ट सिस्टम्स आसा ते आमी लेवरेज करून घेवन आत्तां सादारण एक आयकॉनिक लेवल्स आशिल्ले जनांक आपोवन from time to time mentoring करचो coaching करचो हांव करता personally when I get any time and in fact people might feel and I've seen some of them might be writing back to me yo कसं आमकां ह्या संडे म्हाका फ्री आसा हांव येवन थंय शिकयता तागेलो उलयता तांकां कोचिंग करता तांकां मेंटरिंग करता म्हणल्यार हांगा जनाक एक नमूने हेसिटेशन कसं करता शापोर कसं की सेल्फिश इंट्रस्ट आसा गेले म्हणून I think that mindset we as community should live. There are many good people.
Correct.
There are many good people who sincerely want to spend time with community to bring them to the next level. I think we should allow them to, and we should nudge our children, our young professionals working in the industry, between 10 to 8 to 10 years of experience. If they want to become a CEO of a company, कसं करका मस्त आमगेल CEOs आसा तांकां आपोवन तांगेल करान एक मेंटरिंग जो तांगेल कोचिंग सेशन्स कंटिन्युटी दवरका ह्या विशयान तशेंच आतां आमगेल इन्स्टिट्यूशन्स आसा 150 years आमगेल इन्स्टिट्यूशन आमगेल कॅनरा इंजिनियरींग कॉलेज सेंट जोसेफ अशें ओगी जाला ಬಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ತುಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ತಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪೆಡಿಗ್ರಿ ತಂಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರೆಡೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಅನಿ ಪಡೆಯಲಾರಿ ಕೆಲವಳು ಅಮ್ಕ ರಿಯಲಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂಜತ್ತ ಐತೆ ಮಳೆ ತನ್ನಿ ಕಶಿಯಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮಿ ಕಸಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹೆಸರೇ ಅಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೆಸರು 150 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ತಕ್ಕಂಬಳು ತಂತು ಜಮಿ ವಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್.
ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಅಮ್ಮಿ ಕೈಂಕಿ ಏಕ ತ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಒಗ್ಗಿ ಪಾವ್ತಾತಿ त्या आमगेल चेडू अंदकून आनीक तुमी यूज केले वर्ड लेदार्जी म्हणून वेरी करेक्ट ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ लेजी ते म्हळ्यार लिस्ट सॅटिस्फायड सुपर सॅच्युरेशन म्हळ्यार ना असं म्हाका याद जालें आय एम हॅपी विथ दॅट तांतू दुखून चड केल्यार द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन कॅन रियली कम अप एंड पीपल लायक यू आय रियली फील वेरी हॅपी दॅट यू आर देर टू मेंटर टू गायड देम एंड टू सी दॅट तसले ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आमगेल चेडवान और द सिस्टम हैज टू टेक यू टू द फ्रंट and give you the opportunity so that many will come up. I hope things will change.
I'm sure, Larita.
Sir, अनेक कसं तुम्ही मस्त कंट्रीक ट्रॅव्हल केला म्हणून हांव वदले many countries. Based on that, I would like to ask 2 questions. एक कसं क्रॉस कल्चर ट्रेनिंग म्हणून हांव एक वर्ड वदले तें कसं न्हय क्रॉस कल्चर ट्रेनिंग एक यू कॅन आन्सर दॅट इफ आय
एकाच कसं म्हळ्यार आतां इन द कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड आमकां एंड पीपल हू आर लिसनिंग टू मी टुडे विल सर्टनली एग्री वी आर ग्लोबल लीडर्स very locally immobile in terms of our capability of thinking about culture. Culture एक म्हणलेलो विषय मस्त CEOs सांग अंडरस्टँड करचा कष्ट जाता आसा. So when you become large transnational in multinational company, the home country when they go to the different parts of the world establishing their business, the biggest vehicle of failure is not understanding culture. I mean financial viability palaytan, product services viability palaytanchi, market increase karchi kashi mun palaytanchi, mergers and acquisitions kartanchi, but we don't look at talent and culture.
Okay.
Culture mala kasala एक आता तू जपानांत एक एस्टॅब्लिशमेंट सेट करता म्हणून असल्यारी हांव एक तुमकां सिंपल एग्जांपल दिता ऑडियन्सा कितें हांव म्हाका एक रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आयले आमगेले एक जपानांत एक सेटअप तयार करता आशिल्लें. द फर्स्ट क्रायटेरिया इज टू एस्टॅब्लिश टॅलंट, गेट द टॅलंट.
ओके.
सो हांव म्हगेले एक कोलिगा पेटयला, शी यूज टू रिपोर्ट टू मी. सो आय सेंटर तिका थोडेचे जॅपनीज विशय लागत आशिल्ले मी. अबाउट 30 days ताय आमकां एक रिसोर्स ताय मेळ्ळी, एक एसोसिएट ताय मेळ्ळी. हांव तिगेलो टू डायलॉग दवरनो डेली कॉल्स करची हे ಬಗ್ಗೆ रिसर्च करतना वी रियलायज्ड आमगेले बरयलेले जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शनांत एक वर्ड आमी मिस्टेक केलेले. कसं म्हळ्यार रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ हॅव्हिंग बायलिंग्वल केपेबिलिटी विथ एक्सलंट इंग्लिश स्किल म्हणून आमी बरयलेले एक वर्ड.
ओके.
आता इंडियात आमी जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन कसं बरयलां जे नेतांची इंटरव्यू बसतांची सिलेक्ट जातांची रिजेक्ट जातांची रेशियो आमगेले 100:1 or 10. इन सम टॅलंटाक सम स्किल सेटाक मे बी 100 जनां पळयल्यार एक सिलेक्ट जाता. And this was taught to us by one ordinary person, native Japanese. तो म्हणालो maybe you want to change that word to working knowledge of English.
Okay.
Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about culture.
Got it.
Culturally, तू कसं बरेला की त्यात वाजितात वाजूनतानी सिरियसली घेऊन म्हाका एक्सलंट केपेबिलिटी ना हांव वचयना इंटरव्यू का म्हणून. त्याच कंट्रीन तुमी गेला अनेक कल्चरल इनसायट तुमकां सांगता. आमकां 80 की 90 जन जावंक आशिल्ले. We wanted to hire about 90 people. And first, after even correcting our job description, we started seeing footfalls. And in that place, our conversion ratio was between 80 to 100%. Yakla munjala to select.
Okay.
Select. Amgel bananto, ayo 20 दिवस झाले, 30 दिवस झाले, 40 दिवस झाले, 50 दिवस झाले, ओटो हांव सिलेक्ट केलेले 20 जन मात्र. We are used to seeing thousands of crowds standing outside for a job vacancy, and out of which you select about 10 or 20 or 30 or 100.
We are used to that kind of a culture.
the mindset is San Vishayam this Chaparo. But as a leader, I realized the amount of money I spent, invested, and time I consumed to get the right talent in that place really costed some money to the organization, because every delay in getting the right talent,
correct,
right potential talent, cost the organization their brand impact to get financial viability impact timeline project surja late jata. So these are the two things which I learned from that particular incident. तुमका अनेक एक incidents सांगता. आम्ही Netherlands सांगतो we were establishing as part of आमगेल footprint Europe सांगतो improve जाव का म्हणून ये Netherlands चे एक चांग example तुम सांगता. आवश्यची interview दातरी I really liked that candidate and then आतिका offer दिला offer to join. And after accepting the letter of intent and subsequent offer of appointment, काम करता but 4 दिवस मात्र मगेल 5th day मगेल एक passionate hobby of horse riding which you can pay me only for 4 days. Will you please correct the letter of appointment? Paying me only for 4 days, Malali. Makka, we are used to a system wherein you go approach the employer, get an offer letter. That was an insightful discussion with her.
Very much. How many of us are doing
exactly.
that?
So what I'm trying to impress here, world kashis Malari, Lalita. We are looking at loyalty to the skill. Loyalty is not to a brand. You could be an iconic brand. You could be a great organization. Today's geeks, the talent, are looking at being obsessively involved to develop their skill set. I'll give an example. There could be a character, there could be an individual who can start the day by being a radio jockey from 6 to 10, where he get paid monthly. He can take his guitar, go to a 5-star restaurant, play it in the afternoon with the best known clients, get paid per hour. By evening, he being a graduate or undergraduate or a postgraduate in engineering in a particular stream, he can do content writing for which he gets paid per page. By evening, late evening, he can do a fan commentary for a European football game where he gets paid per spot by predicting the right decision or outcome of that game. What I'm trying to impress here is we as a community is changing. We as a larger ecosystem of talent is changing. I think from time to time, building value through our skills becomes that much important for us to scale up. That's why I always request student community jao, professional community jao. Your professional outlook should be like a symbol of pie. Tanto दोन पाय असतात.
पाय असतं वगैरे एक line असतं.
Which is 2 deep domains. One deep domain with respect to the mainstream work which you are doing. The second deep domain, which is your passion, which you want to drive hard. And with a vertical, I call it as generalistic managerial bandwidth in terms of understanding finances, marketing, products, services, people, society, culture. That's also important. So my thumb rule for all of us here would be
the pie, the two domains. Lovely, very nice. Okay. Now, which country? On a lighter side, I just want to, so many countries you have traveled. Mastu kadancham kalanti. Human resource or skill, culture. Which one you liked the most?
Actually, I might look a little selfish here. From a complexity standpoint and from a understanding scale, scope, ability to expand, I still hold India at the top. It's a combination. I think one is you've been here, you've been groomed here, you've seen people in and out. Other one is having placed myself in different context of different countries.
Huh.
I think those countries have sharpshooting ability in some area. For example, आम्ही मस्त जर्मन सारखं इंडिया आपण मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग असतं
Get
or आमगेल पब्लिक सेन्स जाओ you have to learn. हांव सांगचे त्या country is great नाही but public sense पळयान तुम्ही it's त्याच इंडियन तू त्या कंट्रीन आसतना reasonably well placed in terms of complying to the public sense.
But when
हांग इंडियन तातून तू कशें जाता त्या म्हणून I think these are two crude examples all of us know, but I think incorporating that in a given ecosystem, applying it in that ecosystem and then expanding to the larger ecosystem of the society and the nation, I think we will certainly, undoubtedly, will be the superpowers.
Wow, great, well said. Now, as a teacher, I'm a lecturer biology. म्हाका नाही आतां आमी वयरे आतां तुमी जेवो आमी जेवो आमकां एक गोल सेटींग आशिल्लें एक गोल सेटींग आशिल्लें आनी तें सेट केलें गोल हें फुलफील कोरका म्हणून आमकां एक एट्रॅक्शन तेंची तातूं माती दोन सिंगल सेट आतां चेडवांक एट्रॅक्शना पशी चड डिस्ट्रॅक्शन्स जाला कसं कोर येतं वॉट हॅज टू बी डन बाय द पेरंट्स केन्नाय पेरंट्स या केन्नाय निमगीत आसता ती तशें हांव लेखलें टू अ हायर लेवल जेव तुम कसली ताचे बग सांगू जाता
खंडित या एक्चुअली म्हगेले आमगेले एक फॅमिली डॉक्टर गायनोकॉलॉजिस्टान सांगिल्लो विशय ह्यो एंड आय रिकॉल दॅट व्हेरी व्हेरी वेल इन मेनी सर्कमस्टान्सीस तेणी सांगिल्लें कशें म्हळ्यार चेडवांक फ्रॉम देर childhood to adulthood ते फेस सांगतो तांक लायक जावचे एक हॉबी आमी कल्टिवेट करून ते ड्राईव्ह करता म्हणून अँड आय एम एन एक्झाम्पल माय डॉटर इज एन एक्झाम्पल माय वायफ इज एन एक्झाम्पल सेल्फिशली सांगतना हांव सांगता कसाला म्हळ्यार ते एनर्जी ग्रूम जावचे टायम ते चेडवांक आमकां आमगेल कोंकणी कम्युनिटीन तो कोंकणी समाजान तो भयंकर एक शिकवणी बगे ऑब्सेशन आसता दॅट्स अ गुड ऑब्सेशन टू हॅव वन शूड नॉट अंडर एस्टिमेट दॅट ऑब्सेशन वी शूड हॅव एन ऑब्सेशन टू एज्युकेट आवर चिल्ड्रन बट ऑल्सो परस्यू वन अदर पॅशन दॅट विल बिकम देअर कंपॅनियन ते आमी केन्ना करता की आय थिंक वी आर ते कसं जात म्हळ्यार आमगेल्या चेडवांक फ्रेंडशीप ते एनर्जी लेवल जावो ते थॉट प्रोसेस जावो द मेंटल मॅप जावो ते IQ लेवल जावो द इमोशनल क्वेश्चन जावो आमगेल्या सोसायटीन तो सोशल क्वेश्चन जावो और कॉम्पिटिशन क्वेश्चन जावो ते एक येव का म्हण जाल्यार इट कुड बी स्केचिंग इट कुड बी I was very fascinated by the person who is video recording us today. He is a student of media in St. Aloysius College. And I'm so proud that
exactly.
Tak ek varat rajen to angyo recording shiktas and amgel record kartas to te baisuno. Audience sangta asa please understand amgele community to asal chardu masuka. Undoubtedly he is doing it because it is his graduation, his undergraduation is in that area, and he's doing it passionately, being a volunteer. I think that will drive us to change in the larger ecosystem of students, youngsters. How kella? Many times, Miguel family members are sangta asta. Take nirvana from apps, take nirvana from mobile phone. Brahmastra nakka. Amgel timer, the screen time of 6 hours or 7 hours, which gives you on an average on a weekly basis, kill it to 1 hour.
1 hour.
Invest your time in areas where you can contribute, whether it is sketching, whether it is painting, whether it is karate, whether it is cricket, whether it is chess, whether it is cooking,
gardening.
Kusale karita. But do it very, very, very passionately.
How lecture, right? Because they channelize करते energy. कसं करता? It is channelizing the energy in the right direction. That's very important. In other things also, they are channelizing it, but not in the right direction. This will channelize. Every parent, सगळं पेरेंट्स आनी आयकू का तुम्ही चेडवांक केन्ना एक कंप्लेंट आसता आमगेले चेडूं डिस्ट्रॅक्टेड तांकां मोबायल जावं फ्रेंड्सा लोड भायर भोंवका हें तुमी केन्ना करूं सुरू करता पळय पॅशनेटली तांकां एक डायरेक्ट करतात एक वाट घालून दिवन ताका फॉलो अप केल्यार पुरो चेडूं ताचे वट्ट वता ती
Actually, Lalita, when I look at some of the videos of Youth of GSB, the ಕೆಲವು ಟ್ಯಾಲೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಚೆರಡು ಅಲ್ಲ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಪಳೇತಾ ಆಮ್ಗೆಲ್ ಎದ್ರಾಗ ಸಂಜಿ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ ದಿಸ್ತಾನ ಅಂಚಿ being a tabla artist पळयता आसता देवदत्त सर मेगेलो गुरू आशिल्लो तागेलो चारको कालकी पयरा पळयता
श्रीदत्त प्रभू
कळ्ळें हांव तागेल प्रायरा वचून दत्त मामाला शिकिलो देवदत्त मामाला शिकिलो नागेश माम जो तेन्ना म्हाका शिकयता आशिल्लो हांगा मागीर आमगेलो कटपाडी माम तांणी शिकयता आशिल्लो म्हाका सो 3-4 गुरूला हांव शिकतना हांव पळयलां बट त्या टायमार आमकां डायरेक्शन दितले बारी उणें आशिल्लें आयच्या काळांत तो डायरेक्शन हें मेळटा मिडिया आसा सोशल मिडिया फ्रेमवर्क्स आसा मस्त एग्जाम्पल्स आमगेले दोळ्या येता दिसल्यार आमी ते पळय नातिले वी आर जस्ट इग्नोरिंग those live examples in front of our eyes and there are many students have really done extremely well in areas beyond at the Rahul well almonik charkas I was shocked looking at the iconic singer at the Angel community itna to charko but a youngster from Bangalore to 10th standard anta gela 90 plus marks kanto kalki pairi avta gela Instagram anto palaita shilo program వచ్చి పడేవా ఎయిర్పోర్ట్ అబేషన్ తో శిక్తా I'm just saying academics is
very important but
this will also help you to encourage to excel in academics
exactly
it will complement the skill set
सर आणि दोन्ही क्वेश्चन एक तुम्ही इतले पुरे हाइट्सा पावलींती what is your dream even now something you have in your mind where do you want to reach
ह्या विषय उलयतना हांव म्हगेल्या अन्नाला उडगास करता म्हगेल्या अन्नान सांगिल्लें म्हाका दोन दान केल्यार भयंकर तुका पुण्य म्हणून एक अन्नदान करका काय सेकंड वन इज एज्युकेशन दान विद्यादान करका म्हणून हांव आय थिंक इन माय जर्नी I've started that it's a humbling effort which I started about 25 years back both teaching in the best known schools across the globe in my personal time on my weekends I just want to ensure that I can create a ecosystem where I can influence starting from maybe government to ecosystems of universities to ecosystems of schools to ecosystems of informal settings where it may not be called as education it could be called as cultural insights. I think in all that frameworks in that hierarchy of needs I want to contribute tantu mejan jauche during this time when I'm completely involved and associated with a big brand aw karkamanasa itamale tan now kellal investment eventually when I am on the my fag end of my active career I can continue to guide several lakhs of students already I've done it meaningfully in a structured manner I want to continue that so that people will know me not as a person who had a big positions and big designation but as a person who really gave back
to the society
because Makka Miguel Shinmamana financially and mentally prepare करना तिल म्हण जाल्यार म्हाका आजी Miguel post graduation जायना आशिल्लें so the learnings I've taken it from my dad's advice to incorporate konu last 2.5 decades to kunat karta sa I want to fulfill that dream of mine in realizing this value proposition at every level from starting from government to universities to colleges schools and informal settings of education where you teach them the culture Hindu culture jo amchilal culture jo encourage and the formats must tirmal tamka.
Right.
Youth of GSB is one great
One
vehicle.
great.
One great vehicle. So I want to congratulate Youth of GSB for what they do this, how they do it, and how well they do it. And I'm sure, Ammi, Tummi,
Okay.
Tummi in the education field,
Field.
I think we'll all do together to reach where we want to reach.
Excellent. This reminds me, corporate giant Indra Nooyi,
Right.
PepsiCo ji. Tika the NDTV channel ditana tinek sanachik 2 minute I speech delala. Always I remember that. She says, what we are today cannot be separated from where we have come from. Do not forget your roots. And everybody who has reached a level, koneyam yattumi a particular level apavlendami. Each one of us have a responsibility to bring someone up to this level. त्या प्रती एक जणान आमी खंयची लेवल पावल्या आनी ती खंयची कसं तांची वाट म्हूण आमकां गोतस तांकां वयर हाडची तसल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी म्हाका कसं म्हूण आमी केन्ना लागता की मस्त जण सोसायटींत वयर येवच्या साध्य आसा हे रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फील केलेले एक ते मनान तूं घट्टी केलेले सॉलिडिफायड मायंडसेट अशें तुमी प्रवीण कामत कुंबळे आय एम व्हेरी हॅपी टू स्पीक टू यू आय होप द होल ऑडियन्स हॅज एन्जॉयड दीस आनी आमगेले कोंकणी कम्युनिटीक तुमी म्हळ्ळा म्हणके तांकां एक मेंटर जावन तुमी कसं करता असं ती एज्युकेशन लेवलांत बिकॉज विदाउट गुड एज्युकेशन लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स मे नॉट चेंज ते खातीर एक एज्युकेशन लेवलांत तुमी हें करता अशें एक कन्नडांत एक म्हणटा ती कसं न्हय ಆಮಿ ಖೈ ಜನ್ಮ ಎತ್ತಾತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೇವೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೇವೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ तशी आमी खंय पावताती म्हळ्यार ताका सपोर्ट दिवन आमगेले सगळे कोंकणी समाजीक इवन आय फील आमी पुराय विंगड विंगड गांवां आशिल्ले जन हांगा येताना हांगाचे आनीकय लायक जावका म्हळ्यार एक पॅशन आमकां आसता एक तर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आमी फील कर न्हू अँड वी हॅव टू ब्रिंग दिस अप अँड आय होप everything will happen for the good. Thank you very much. Had a very nice time with you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Lalita.
you.
Thank you very much, and thanks Youth of GSB. In any form, खंयचेरी तरी तुमकां आमगेले एज्युकेशन community चाले industry community चाले help जावका. We join in hands with people like Lalita or bigger institutions and people. We will certainly help our community in big, small, or whatever forms in which you want to scale up. We will do it. And I thank you and thanks the anchor of this program, Lalita, for bringing me in. Thank you very much. Namaskar.